All right, hi guys. Today we're going to be talking about Erikson's psychosocial development and social emotional development. So let's get started with that. So Erikson's psychosocial development is basically 8 stages of growth, starting from when we are babies to when we are past 65 years old. So the first one we're going to be talking about is trust versus mistrust. So basically during the first year of life, children are looking for their parents for a sense of security. So we are hoping that the baby feels a sense of hope, and without this, a child might have a sense of fear or suspicion in the world. So the next one we're going to be talking about is autonomy versus shame. So this is going to be during the second year of life. Children need to be independent, and they need to try things out on their own. This also comes with some failure, but if this is achieved, children will feel independent and be able to do things on their own. And if not, they might have a doubt in their ability as humans. So then the third one we're going to be talking about is initiative versus guilt. So this is ages 3 to 5. Children will begin to play and explore and work with other people, work with their friends, and they might find that they will be successful in this. Hopefully they will gain a sense of virtue, and if not, they might start to feel annoying to other children and might start to feel inadequate. So they need to move past this. If they end up feeling these things, they might feel a sense of guilt moving forward through the other stages. So the last one on this slide we're going to be talking about is industry versus inferiority. So this is ages 6 through 12, so school-aged children. They start to seek approval in their peers or their teachers or their family members. And hopefully they will gain a sense of pride in their work, pride for what they're good at. And if not, they might not even reach their full potential because that might be stifled, and they might start to feel incompetent. All right, so let's go on to the next slide. So continuing on, so ages 12 to 18, this is probably middle school through high school. Students start to understand that they need to figure out who they are, what they're going to be doing with their life, and where they're going. So hopefully they will begin to see themselves as unique additions to society. They might start to understand that they have something to offer the world. They might start to see where they fit in, with the kinds of friends that they have, where they might go to college, and what kinds of jobs they might be good at in the future. And if not, if they feel a sense of not fitting in, they might start to rebel, and they're still trying to figure this out. This would be role confusion. So moving on, ages 18 through 40, so this is college and beyond, people begin to explore relationships. They're trying to gain intimacy with other people. They want to feel loved and known. And if they do not find this love, it might end up in a sense of loneliness or unhappiness. That is the vice of isolation. So after they pass this stage, they're going to be going on to ages 40 through 65. This is when people seem to gain an understanding of seeking the bigger picture in the world. They might start to begin to make families, make family a priority, and hopefully they gain the virtue of feeling like they are caring for others. It's not so much a sense of caring for themselves. It's more of an outward feeling towards others. If they do not find success in this, they might feel that they're stagnant or they are not progressing, and they might feel unproductive in their job moving forward. This would be like their midlife crisis. So going on from that, ages 65 plus, so this is like after retirement and into grandparenthood and beyond that. This is when people start to begin to feel closure on their life. If they're successful in integrity versus despair, they might start to feel wise and that they have closure on the life that they lived. If they don't, they might feel a sense of dissatisfaction on their life and that they missed out on something or they were unsuccessful in an endeavor they tried. So those are the 8 stages of psychosocial development. And moving forward, we're going to be talking about the social emotional development. So these are the words we're going to be going over. These are the different facts that I have. And so the first fact we have is that the social emotional development includes the child's experience, expression, and management of their emotions and their ability to establish positive and rewarding relationships with others. So that is what social emotional development is all about. We're trying to help students and children understand that their emotions have an impact on others and they have an impact on them. So that is the intra and interpersonal relationship process. So, responsive caregiving, fact number 2, allows infants to feel safe. It allows a child to begin to regulate emotions and gives him a sense of stability. So as a caregiver, we need to respond to the infant as they are having their emotions so that they feel a sense of security, that they're able to feel these emotions. So fact number 3 is that basically what I just said, that close relationships allow a student to have a sense of security moving forward in their life. So part 2, next slide. Temperament may play a role in the expression of emotion. So this is basically the idea that each child is different in their emotional development and the way that they might express their emotions. Temperament is basically personality and the way that a student might control or regulate their emotions. So basically number 5 is teaching the student and allowing the student or child to regulate their emotions. They need to start to understand what kind of emotion is correct during whatever situation they're going through. So this is emotional regulation. So impulse control, number 6, is best practiced in group settings. So impulse control would be understanding that a child might have an urge for an emotion and they might need to control this. This is the impulse. Their first reaction to somebody stealing their toy might be to hit somebody or cry, and those might not be the most appropriate response to a situation like that. So we need to help students understand impulse control and other ways of expressing their emotions. So second to last, number 7, we have a social understanding, is that an understanding that other people have different ways of communicating and reacting and controlling their emotions. So this is like the idea of social cues. This is when students begin to understand that other people have emotions, not just them, and how to react to other people's. I'm going to skip ahead to number 9 really fast. Number 9 is empathy. So going along with social understanding is the feeling that other people have emotions and understanding that we can kind of almost feel those emotions with another person. And we can foster this through positive relationships, like as a teacher or as a peer of the student, and as parents. We can help students understand that empathy is important. So going back to number 8, we have an affective tone. This is basically the underlying feeling of an emotion or a situation. So we can help students understand that there might be an affective tone or feeling in a situation. So now lastly, we have social emotional development part 4. The last two I have are self-efficacy, is that the idea that students have a particular ability, and that this might go along with the idea that a student is able and is competent and might be successful in whatever they're trying to do. So this is important for a student to learn, especially in school, that they will be successful in what they are trying to do. This is kind of the idea that they can be proud of their work. So lastly, number 11, we have a child's sense of self comes with an understanding that they're a person just like everyone around them. This is the understanding of who they are and what they have to offer to the world. So all of these things are very important for social emotional development and can be taught in schools and to children. Thanks for listening. Bye.